Hi, I'm Julius from Sistema Solutions, and today I'll be going through the basics of creating a report in Microsoft Power BI. A Power BI report is a multi-perspective view into a semantic model, with visuals that represent findings and insights from that semantic model. A report can have a single visual or many pages full of visuals. I'll be going you through how to create your own report as well as some of the basic features that you can hope to use while using Microsoft Power BI. On the screen, we are at the Power BI homepage, which can be accessed through the web via app.powerbi.com and by logging into your specific Microsoft account. From here, to create a new report, you can either choose to go to the Create tab or clicking the shortcut button at the top saying New Report. Once clicked, it will take us to the same tab as before, and we can choose to add data to start building our own report. We have two options. We can paste or manually enter the data or pick from a published semantic model. Clicking on manually entering data will give us a table representation in a pop-up window where we can, like it said, manually enter data. So click on a cell here, edit it as a company name, underneath sample company, and we can choose to complete the table this way. However, for this demo, I have already created a table which we can use to generate the report. So to use a pre-generated or pre-created table, we can click the second option, pick a published semantic model. Once we do, we can filter with the data that you've made, select the necessary table, like so. From here, we have two options. We can choose to create a blank report or choose to auto-create a report. For this demo, I'll be auto-creating a report because this way we can see a lot of tables that Microsoft Power BI has to offer. So once clicked, Power BI will start generating our report. We can see that our report is ready. We can choose to view it now. Once the page has refreshed, it will give us a quick summary of the table here with a bunch of visual graphs that aid in seeing the data. So on the left, we have a bar graph as well as a summary of the data in the graph. And this goes for the other parts of the report as well. So on the right, we have a Your Data window, which includes the table and all the columns inside of it. The data inside the table is composed of the columns company name, number of employees, and annual revenue. We can choose to check or uncheck which ones we want to see in the table, like so. We can also choose to just display a company name for a summary of all the other columns as well. So what can we do with this report specifically? I'll be going through the options at the top here so I can show you what features Power BI has to offer. So under File, there's Save a Copy and Download this file. We can also choose to export this into Excel or a PowerPoint. We should save this. So let's say a company report. Save. We can choose to share it to people in our organization or outside, as well as put the report in Teams, or we can also choose to explore this data. If we click this, it will open a pop-up window that allows us to explore the table itself. So if we click company name, number of employees, and annual revenue, by default it will show the table as well as the sum of the other columns. So let's say I don't want the sum of how many employees all the companies have. You can just click here. Then it's the summarization. Instead of sum, we can choose another, like the average. And the total is now the average of all of these employees instead. This feature is very useful for seeing exploring a table and seeing all the data summarized as well, if you don't want the visual representation that the Power BI reports offer. So we can choose don't save. We can choose to subscribe to a report. We can get email notified if the data in the report exceeds a certain amount, and also set an alert, which is similar to subscribing to it. And lastly, we can choose to edit the table. So clicking this, continue. There will be two windows that pop up on the right side here, as well as some text box shapes buttons at the top. So to show you a cleaner way of creating the report, let's just open a new page here. And now we can start building some visuals with the table data that we have. Let's say I want to make a pie chart. Simply click the pie chart, drag it anywhere on the screen, adjust the size like so. And here on the legend field, I want to put in the company name. As for the values, I want this pie chart to be the annual revenues of the companies. There you go. Now I want a clustered column chart. Click off of your chart. Click the clustered column chart. Adjust it to your liking. You can see that it aids you as well on aligning the reports. For the x-axis, let's say I want company name, and the y-axis is the number of employees. And there you go. You've created your own custom report with Power BI. One last feature to mention is if you click on a specific data, like so, it will filter and show you which data comes from that specific company as well. So let's say Alpine Ski House, it's selected. If you go back here and select Alpine Ski House, all of its data will be highlighted. So once this is done, you can choose to save. And there. Now we just click on the report, and it should now be saved. So that is the basics of creating a Power BI report. Power BI bases the report on a single semantic model, only one table. And report designers create the visuals in a report to represent pieces of information. Presenting data as visuals makes it easier to grasp the meaning of what you're seeing. And these visuals, as we've tackled, aren't static. They update as underlying data changes. We hope that this video has helped you have an insight on how to create your very own reports within Power BI. Thank you.